And greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Starminer, where we are at the building solar panel stage, which means I'm going to have to move around a fair bit. Did I go to Saturn? Oh, I may not have gone there, which means I'm going to have to deal with... Oh, Why do I have incoming enemies? You know what? We are going to deal with that, even though it's outside the map. Because that's going to constantly send enemies at me. I don't want to deal with that.
Warning, hull breach detected.
What the hell? Why do I get those damage notifications? Oh. I am sending them in the wrong direction.
Mining online. Mining offline.
Is Earth. I am setting up a solar array to power the gate. So I'm gonna have to build one on the around Earth. I'm building one around Jupiter. Then I'll have to go to Neptune and finally Saturn. So I need to build 4 of them. And then I don't know if I need to build the gate or it will be powered, although this tells me it's not built. So we will see. But it's going to take a while because the central armature takes 1,000 iron, 1,000 cobalt, 1,000 silicon. Each panel takes 1,000 of all of that plus 300 thorium. Thorium is not a problem. But that's 7,000 iron, 7,000 silicon, 7,000 cobalt. That could be interesting.
Construction completed.
Oh yeah, the materials aren't going to be difficult. It's simply the making of that's going to be interesting. Because I'm either going to have to build and house entirely processing units, or I'm going to have to tear it down and bring it with me everywhere I go. Right now, I'm not entirely sure which one is the method I want to use.
Autopilot
But
online.
the latest update has resolved the autopilot issues. You can, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I can sort of see the trail that is going to follow to get there. And since that's where I want it to be, they've also reconfigured the layout to be a little less cluttered. one of the reason I need to figure that out is I can only move my ships inside the Pannonia. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna bring everybody with me because there's a where are you? There are monarchs right there. About 25 kilometers away. And I can't reach them because it's outside the mission area. Which means that they're constantly sending waves of enemies that I can't do anything against. So, yeah, we're not going to stay here. If I can, I don't know how. There's nothing, as far as I can tell, jump capable in any of my stuff. I got tier 1 thruster, T2 thruster, and that's basically it. If I go in the hardship, I've got the gun. If I go in the mega structure, I've got the solar array and the gate. Oh, interesting. They've cleared that up. Okay, cool. And everything's been researched, so
Autopilot online.
You can play the game without firing a single shot. Oh. And welcome to the stream, Micanthrope. How are you doing? Okay. That's a little more interesting.
Autopilot online. Autopilot online.
No, I mean, that kind of means that if the game becomes more affordable, I might give it a try. Yeah, Spacecraft is really looking to be a disappointment. I ended up on going to a stream of someone who was playing it, and they were basically saying that, yeah, it is not a solo player game. Well, you can't do much unless you're with other people. The demands of the game and the stuff it requires you to do to advance is so large that without people to play with, it's not really happening. So this is who? This is water. At least that's what they were saying. And as I am not a player of MMOs, as I am not someone who cares to. I'm not someone who wants to be forced to play with others. Like if it's my decision, like the game with me and Zorth, I don't mind. But it's this idea that it's the only way to play the game. That does not work for me at all. It should be optional, or it should be made the quote-unquote selling point. I.e., it's made very clear on the presentation that this is a MMO game. Because the thing is, everything about the advertising gave the impression that that was going to be playable solo. That's why I'm annoyed with the game. And why I'll probably never buy it. I do. I haven't removed it yet. Because, like I said, initially it was basically advertised as a game, like as a game that you could play solo or multiplayer. And at that point, when that was that, it looked really interesting. Base building, the ship building. Like it looked like it had the potential of being something that, I could have fun with. Oh, you thought I was on your, oh, that's. Yeah, as far as I can, unless your name is different than Micanthrope on Steam, I don't seem to have you either. Interesting. That is interesting. I could have sworn I had you as well. Huh. The request has been sent. Like and subscribe. Oh, ha! Oh, no, I like that one. I've always pronounced it Mycanthrope, but then again, probably because of lycanthrope. Because that's basically how I've been that's how I pronounce it always, like lycanthropy. There you are. Did I say Mycanthrope? Huh. Okay. I thought I said Mycanthrope, but I... Yeah, I feel the same way about that. Anything but late for dinner. All right. So I guess it is time to tear this down. Actually, I want to check something. Okay, cool. We can finally move stuff as we want it around. Okay. Very cool. Kind of wish I knew what these were. Oh. Thank you very much, Mycanthrope. No, thank you very much. Basically, once I'm done my 30 days with Starminer, I will be playing that. What do you mean there's... How the hell is that still going on? Huh. No, that... Okay, no, that I'm fine, but I thought there was nothing left moving about. Okay. Hey, Akla, welcome to... no, I say that because as a way of ensuring that I actually play games and not just spend 5 minutes looking at it going, I don't like that. When I play a game, I'm forcing myself to play 30 days of that game. My one exception, sort of, is when it's a game I have and stuff like that, and I receive a gift, which Starminer is. Zarth bought me Starminer, so I have to play it for 30 days. And I know that Zarth is gonna go, well, if you don't want to play it anymore, you can stop. But I do want to play it. But that's the thing, is I have a bad habit of buying a game and treating it as a Tiger Tries and really not sitting with the game, because a game can be annoying for the first few hours, and then it can become fun. Like the best example I can give is Hydroneer. Hydroneer drove me bonkers for the first few hours of it, because the mechanics, the cursor stuff, like it's not intuitive, and it took me a long time to get used to it. But once I got used to it, it became a game I very much enjoyed. I'm the most disciplined ADHD person. Maybe I don't have ADHD. I don't know. I think I do. But the thing is that and the thing is, ADHD is not the same for everyone. And maybe I just have ADD. Like, I don't know what I have. I fit the way I read about ADHD, and I'm not going to use it as an excuse to not do something, the way certain housemates are doing. And I'm, going to do the best I can. Okay, you are going to stop sending stuff. At least stop auto-sending. I'm going to empty what I've got, like that. You learn how to navigate around your own hangups. Well, okay. The way I think about it, the way I view it is, I've always been like this. I'm old enough that I did not grow up in an age bombarded by medical stuff. So while ADHD existed, like, it was a recognized thing and all that, and some kids got treatment for it and all that, my family didn't really know about it. So I was just somebody who had difficulties. And in my family, we're people who, learn to deal with stuff. We don't just throw our hands up and go, this, I can't do that. We just figure out ways to go around and how to maneuver with the stuff. And yeah. So that's what I had to do. Like, the one thing I never really overcame is, because I was so skilled at learning on the go from my teachers, I never learned to study. And that one I've never gotten. Like, I failed college because of my inability to study, because I couldn't just sit there and wait for the teacher to, provide the answer to his own questions, because he basically went, okay, that's in book this, and that. And so yeah, like that became, but the rest, honestly, like, it became simply a question of, okay, what can I do with what I've got? And the other part was accepting what my limitations were. Knowing that my memory is Swiss cheese and going, okay, if I really, really, really need to remember something, I need to write it down. Otherwise, I need to accept I'm going to forget about it. I need to be okay with that. Game, you can't quit because Earth is evil. Other than that, I am doing quite well. Thank you very much. Okay, you know what? Right now, let's do some management. Let's move that there. Let's move that there. Well, well, part of you're half tiger. You're part tiger, so yes, you have to be evil. Metal storage. You have somewhere in here, don't you? Don't you have art storage in here? You've seen the cat crime ratio sheet. Okay. Let's do that. Really? Huh. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm not gonna care. So we are going to disassemble that. Ah, right. You don't have to be evil to be a criminal. At least that's what your defense attorney says. He's trying to win the case. Well, what species is he? And if you dare use a lion as a lawyer, you deserve everything you get. Well, you know what? I would probably trust a badger as my lawyer. If nothing else, he's going to be tenacious. I kind of want that in a lawyer. I really wish we could have the name stick when we merge them, so that when we unmerge them, they're back. Because it's kind of annoying always having to rename them. Your Honor, let my badger the witness. Your Honor, the defense is badgering the witness. Yep. That's better. That's better than mine. You were saying about if you were furry, what animal would you be? What animal do you want to be, Ekla? This is the thing about furry, is that really it's your decision. And yes, I'm very well aware that some people, you look at them and you go, yeah, that's what they are. But you would phrase growing up around, that would go so wrong. They would actually. Oh, there they are. They're gonna be attacked. What the hell? This is another thing I don't like. It readjusts the. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh well. Personal decision. Yeah. I mean, you are allowed to pick an animal simply because it seems cool. Like, you are not required to have, like me and Zorth, an animal that is the core of who you are. You can simply think an animal is cool. I can guarantee you that 90% of the foxes in the furry community, that's their reason for being foxes. That, and it's easier to get laid as a fox. And also, yeah, as Mike and Trump says, it is not set in stone. You can change, you can have multiple. I am not going by the zodiac, the lunar zodiac. I am not going to be a dog. That thing was created to insult me. Whoa, why are you jiggling like that? You were born in 93. I was born in 70. In the 70, in 1970. That's literally all you need to know about me. I should be good. I should have the space. Going to start on SGU. Oh, never told, but you finished Stargate Atlantis. Oh, congratulations! So Atlantis is back on Earth, Akla. Yes, I'm with you, Mycanthrope. I am so with you. I really. All right. Tell me, no, of course you're not. Yeah, universe. Yeah, universe is a different tone. Sad to hear that they're simply going to some of the IP. Yeah. I did you hear the reason why they decided not to do anything with it? Like they were like the creators had gone to, I think it's Amazon who owns it right now, and they had submitted their plan and they went, "Oh, yep, that works. We're going to do that." And do you know why they changed their minds? Yes, it does. You will not hear me argue that. Yep. Yep. A show built for the fan of SG1 was going to not appeal to enough people outside of the fan base. Like, what were they agreeing to when they agreed to have the show made? Like, what the hell did they think it was going to be? Modern people could get into and get some short season and not really have to worry about the over. Actually, what they wanted was a show people could watch without watching, which has never been what Stargate was. Stargate has never been second screen television. And from the little I heard about their plan for the other one, it wasn't going to be second screen television. Okay, so your turn. No, because they want them to pay attention to 3 different shows at the same time while surfing on Amazon and doing 20 different things. The real thing is that executives are idiots, and they think that your typical viewer base is also comprised of idiots. So they need shows written for them, idiots. Okay, at this point, I really hope time stops when I'm not here, because that's got no protection.
Autopilot online.
That, and there's issues around there's issues around Josh, I believe. Oh, hey, Tim. Welcome to time stops right now. Okay, good. Because I've got a Monarch, 3 Monarch I can't do anything against. And they're eventually going to get through that if nothing happens and that kind of stuff. I gotta see the cat about food. Put things in the fryer for you. You're not that important, Ekla. Remember that. So long as you see it to the cat, you're fine. Well, they killed Wash for the movie, and I agree with the reason why they did it. I am still sad that he's dead, but someone had to die in that movie. Straczynski? Yeah, I hope he succeeds. The guy's a great storyteller. I really hope that he gets something done. Has that been confirmed? Like, I heard it as a, oh, wouldn't that be nice? But I haven't heard any confirmation on that. I mean, I would be very interesting to see what he would do with Doctor Who.
Autopilot online.
Oh, same here. I would love for him to get another show that is his going. Holy cow, why, wow, 14 of my games are on sale. What the hell's going on?
Autopilot offline.
And it's a serious game this time around. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games under $20, one of which is under 10. Okay, granted, it started at $11, but oh man. They're gonna make it tough for me to not buy some stuff. Okay, actually, now that I'm here, I'm gonna remove you from there. Yeah, City Skyline 2 is gonna have to have a 75% off before I touch it. They're asking for way too much. When does the sale end? July 9th. I got time. I find it hard to bring yourself to buy their games knowing they're going to nickel and dime everything. Well, yeah. But there's only one game of Paradox that I care about, and that's City Skyline. So status is interesting. I do not know it. All right, I need to turn you on your side. Don't like Monster of the Week anymore. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. There's something to be said for long form storytelling in television. Like the episodic format lends itself to long form storytelling, but they've kind of forgotten that stories need room to breathe. Sentai series? I don't know what that is. Okay, I've got everything. I've got everyone. Yeah, I do. Okay. So, let's go to Earth. And if I'm going to do something, might as well just do it here. Power Rangers? Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Alrighty. No. Close. Fine. Okay, I hope they're gonna fix this eventually. Actually, can I just shut this down? Thank you. I can. Alright, let's go away from... Oh, I still got thorium right here. Huh. Did not realize that. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what that's about. But let's start with moving ourselves away. Asking for too much, and they canceled the show. Yeah. The problem is that they are looking for the next Game of Thrones, but they're not willing to put the kind of money needed to get the next Game of Thrones. They want the next Game of Thrones on the budget of Doctor Who from the 80s. Which is why we're not getting anything worthwhile. Storage main. If they did that one about sex with Zendaya and the blonde, everyone knows because of her boobs. Okay. Manufacturing. Did I forget to empty that? Or did you keep working?
Construction completed. 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 Construction completed.
Not all show need to cost. Yep, I agree. I'd love for the people who work on the show to be paid their worth, but also okay with watching mid-budget. Oh yeah, like the idea that Doctor Who must be this expensive show bugs me the hell. Bugs me a lot because it's not a show that should be that expensive. Really? How the hell is the refinery not? Okay. Huh. I don't want prestige television anymore. Mainly because at the price that they are, they're never getting done. They're always going to be abandoned before they're finished because there's no way the companies are going to recoup the money they put into that. Um, the fact that Westworld was never finished really bothers me. Mainly because there was only one season left. There was one season left and they would have told their entire story. And instead, we're left with nothing. Whoa, what the hell? Go. There are so many shows where you wish they either made it one season or accepted a 3-4 season contract to let them tell the story beginning middle. Yeah, yeah. One of the thing that I wish would be different. How the hell do you guys not have the parts for the refinery? Are you telling me that one of the actual refineries has the components? I thought you guys had no storage for that. I will disagree with Heroes. Heroes to me gets a bit of a little bit of a pass because it suffered from the writer's strike that happened at that point.
Autopilot online.
And a lack of confidence in from the executive because of that. I think that if the show, like if there had not been a writer's strike, I think we would have gotten a decent show out of it for at least 3 or 4 seasons.
Autopilot offline.
One thing that I would like is for studios to have to sign, like you said, to have to sign contracts of a certain amount of episode or season and be forced to honor that. Their story Bible has everything down, even the big reveal of that he was gay. Cool. Okay, well, to me, it was the theme of the first arc. It was a comic book. It was a comic book series. So, being somebody who grew up with comic books, I expect arc. So I was okay. I was okay with that. But to be fair, like it's how I interpret it. Heroes. Oh, there you are. So you have part storage. How the hell does the other one not have part storage? You're supposed to be identical. Where's the up in here? I would like the idea of if they pitch Hero Season 3 being instead of so saying you got one if it does well. Yeah. No, yeah. I agree with you on that. I wish that things were pitched as a whole. To go back to Stratinsky as an example, Excalibur.
Autopilot online.
I think that was the title. I think that was the title of his follow-up to Babylon 5. He pitched it as a 3-season show. And the executive... Oh, Crusaders. Thank you, Zorth. Crusaders. And the executive went, well, you know what? Crusade, yeah. You know, Babylon 5 was 5 seasons and it worked really well. So we want you to give us 5 seasons of that show, which amuses me because they forget that they nearly cut it out at 4. And he went, no, I only have 3 seasons. That's all I have. And they went, well, if you're not giving us 5, we're only allowing you 1. It's like, I figured that eventually we are going to, well, not we, but eventually movie, you know, that TV and stuff like that will return to that kind of format. I just don't know if I'm going to be alive to witness it. Few series have the Breaking Bad privilege of being successful and not stretching their team because of profit. Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, since you guys have that, let's bring this here now. Okay, that is built. Scrapper. Come on out. We had Money and Better Call Saul. Movie. Well, the thing is, I don't mind that because those were separate. Those were built to run alongside. Like make a great series, move on to the next. I'm enjoying the heck out of Pluribus. I'm enjoying it. I didn't think I would, but I am.
Construction completed.
Alrighty, let's get... Where are the controls for that? There they are. Okay, from Ananoia to the Scrapper. Iron. 500 if I drop below 400. Oh yeah, scrapper, silicate. 500 if I drop below 400. So failed after season because I didn't know. Well, that part of it, yeah, like Zert said, J.R.R. Martin wasn't done with the like basically the TV series overcame the books, so they no longer had a guideline, and it showed us that the guys who ran the show had no idea what they were doing. The producers also, well, good. That one I did not know. I did not know they wanted to quit. Okay, that is done. Now I am going to get the commander out. Is also running on the executive, wants to change the origin author vision. They said he's not on the team giving ideas anymore. Yeah. All right, let's see what this is about.
Autopilot online.
Thorium.
Autopilot online.
Oh, that's what this is. I'm going to give writers ideas. Take something off a message board and makes the accelerator. The person who wrote it could come back and sue the author for taking the idea. Well, the thing is, that person would have to prove that that's what they did. But, yeah. What the hell do you have that? Well, yeah, because it's Game of Thrones. Alrighty. No.
Mining offline. Autopilot online.
Oh, what the hell? Since when is there pirates here? Oh, okay, I know what that is. That's the one I wasn't dealing with before. Okay. All right, let's pull out a fighter.
Autopilot online.
Water. Sex cells. Yeah. We have the backing. Why to show tits every 3 episodes? We're watching heated rivalry for the plot, right? I actually did not like heated rivalry. It's not a horrible show, but it's not a good show either. I didn't think it was good. I started watching it on the strength of Council of Geeks, and I wholeheartedly disagree with their opinion of the show. Phil Yao to you, but with very competent directions. I can't judge the direction. I just don't like the story. I don't like. I don't like the. I don't like the secondary lead. I think he's an asshole character. I think that they don't. That these two don't actually deserve the relationship that they are put into. I've been thinking about Project Hail Mary. I haven't seen that. Director did a fantastic job of heightening the experience of watching cinema, but the story itself is rather bland. I haven't seen it. I have no interest in seeing it. My next movie is Supergirl next Thursday. You're going to see Leviticus. I don't know that one. Issue with shareholders, unless we get into a model for creating a show, it's very need to cover the expenses and make profit. Yeah. And the best way to do that is to make a cheap show. It's a lot easier to make your money back on a show that costs $50,000 an episode than one that costs $50 million an episode. But they don't seem to understand that. Hey, Lord Psych, welcome to the stream. When you get your own jump drive in this, start first mission, hangar ship docks seem very small. As things stand right now, the hangar ship is the only way to jump, which is why all my ships are designed to be modular and fit in the dock. I am hoping that down the line, they will give us the ability to make our own jump ships. Yeah, well, the game is not even a month old. Let's give them time. Like, the game is, is literally a baby. It's learning to walk right now. So let's give them time. Let's not demand the moon before they've even constructed the house. But you want to mine the moon? Well, yeah. The thing is, I personally, at this stage, I like the constraint that the hangar ship forces on us. That we need to build everything to fit in it. To me, like, this is a constraint that I quite enjoy. I like having limits to what I can do and forcing myself to work with it. Like this is my refinery station. And when I move, I can park all of this into the hangar ship because it's modular. How are you coming along? Oh, you're almost done. Cool. What if you want the house on the moon? You'd need it before you try to build the house. Well, then you build your own game, Zorth.
Construction completed.
Not at this time. I believe that's going to change. But right now, right now, like I've got, I think, when I park everything in there, I think I've got 14 or 15 ships in the hangar ship. Let's go take a look at the fighter. You can live with that? Okay, cool. Seem to be unwanted activity here. Dispose of the pirates before they start making trouble. Yay, done.
Autopilot online.
You just joined them by scaffolding to scrap later then? Yeah, basically. I do, instead of scrapping, I disassemble. Because it makes rebuilding it when I move elsewhere faster. But that's the principle. Let's get the cobalt out. Part of you wants to write more, but you just ate and you're having laziness as a side effect of eating. I'm with Zarth. Indulge. Indulge in the writing. It is, well, maybe not good for you, but it is fun.
Autopilot online. Autopilot online.
Sorry, it's a horror film. It's a horror film. Seems like it follows, but gay. Instead of being theme around STI, it uses doppelganger lore. Neat. Not being a horror fan, it's probably not for me, but neat.
Autopilot online.
How much cobalt do I have? 16 grand? Oh, I'm good. You are mining. You are mining. You are at your destination, I think. Ah!
Warning, hull breach detected.
Maybe I should look where I'm flying instead of around. You know what? Let's do this.
Autopilot
Sorry,
offline.
not... Ah, you do not have a scanner, so you're not going to be useful. Well, actually. Yeah, you're not going to be useful to me. 50... Oh, 250.
Autopilot online.
It is far, but that's actually going to be worthwhile. I need to remember to... can you get a tourist? In space where nobody can hear your head go thunk when you hit an asteroid. Or in my case, your ship. $20. You need to be in that don't hug me, I'm scared sketch about being creative. Okay. Have I ever seen them? Them who? Don't hug me, I'm scared. Oh, that's actually a name of a group. Nope. I do not know who they are. That's what I use. You'll pause it. Them, a movie. All right. So well, okay. If it's horror, it may not be for me. $500 scrapper has less than 400. There you go. Okay, why the hell are you sending me? Why are you sending me thousands and thousands of thorium? Did I screw up the... Oh, okay. That's why. I did screw it up. From the paranoia to the scrapper thorium, and 500 if I have less than 400. There we go. Harry, you're a horror? What is you? You're a horror, Harry. Right side, reactor fuel for years. I don't see a point in using reactor fuel. I find that solar gives me plenty of power. It may be because... Holy cow, what? Why the hell am I getting thousands? Stop filling my stuff with thorium. Welcome to the stream, Tydet. How are you doing today? Bright, you're doing okay? Glad to hear that. Okay, you know what?
Autopilot online.
It's not like we got anything else to do with you. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Autopilot offline.
What's there?
Autopilot online.
Watching to figure out this game, as in if you should buy it or how to play it. Both. If you, okay, keeping in mind that this is a very young game. It is basically a month old. So
Autopilot offline.
so like it doesn't have everything that they want to give it. Okay, why is that there then? If you like quiet mining games, oh, there you are. I'm gonna remove it. Ship building that's a bit like Legos, but with some limits. Minimal combat. You can enjoy that. Like
Construction completed.
the way I've heard it described is a solo version of EVE Online. Alrighty, you are good. You are drained. No iron left.
Autopilot online.
Okay, nothing left.
Autopilot
I'm
online.
not a great salesman. Like, I love the game. I complain about it every so often because it's a young game, it's got flaws, and some of them are really annoying. But I do very much enjoy the game. And in the last update, finally fixed the the autopilot, so we can finally do.
Autopilot offline.
Get from point A to point B without too much problem. I wish that it aligned with the target when it arrives at its destination instead of just stopping, but you know what? I can deal with that. Cool. Still some. And you're... But yeah, like this is my refinery station. Oh, I don't think you've got anything, but you should be producing that if that's in your stock, which it isn't. Is that because we're out or because I forgot to bring it in? We're out. Okay. I got 2,000 ionite fuel. I'm probably good for a while. And you are building this. I'm at the stage where it's very tedious. I need to build 4 of these solar arrays, and they require a large volume of material. And they need to be built around different system. And it's going to be interesting because I have not gone to Saturn yet. So when I show up there, I'm probably going to be attacked by aliens. I'm going to have a mothership show up and throw stuff up in there. But it is why I have my main manufacturer here build me ammo, so that this ship is going to have lots and lots and lots of ammo. But yeah, until then, I just have to go through my ships and make sure that assuming the cargo doesn't fill up with thorium first. Well, it's not going to fill up with it because I'm not mining that anymore. Oh, you mean, okay, you mean the scrapper. I actually don't know what happened with that. I don't know why it kept sending thorium to the scrapper. Because the error I made when I set up the auto transfer should only have sent it in once. But the nice thing is that I fixed it. I did not lose too much material. I didn't lose any material. And now we are functioning again. So you get this mission right from the start. It's this one right here. And while I disagree with getting it from the start, I understand why they give it that early, because it would be a lot less tedious to build these as I'm dealing with other stuff in the system. Where are you? Where's the commander? Okay, right. I stopped you there because I want to see that. So let's go here.
Autopilot online. Mining online.
Because I cleared this entire system when I started the game, because this is the first system you start in, I really don't have anything to do while I wait for the solar array to be built. So, it's about keeping myself busy at this point.
Autopilot offline.
This is my fighter ship. This is my hangar ship and its big cannon. It's got 2 tier 2 cannons, a bunch of tier 1 lasers. And because of boosts I have as okay, that's interesting. Because as you go up in level, you choose boosts, and because of them, is that this? Yeah, because of these, I have more range than enemies. And at this point, the biggest enemies I've had to deal with are armed with plasma cannons. And if you have Gatling guns, I'm in trouble. The Gatling has a much higher range than that. But I dealt with it by going by ramming the station and blowing it up that way.
Autopilot online. Autopilot offline.
But yeah, I'm going to pass the time watching over my miners and dealing with 130. Okay, that's not bad. That's going to be a decent amount of iron. Okay, no iron left here. Let's disconnect that.
Autopilot online. Autopilot online.
Okay. Let's send you there.
Autopilot online. Construction completed.
All of this big thing only has 30 iron in it. That was amusing, Akla. Alrighty, you're done there. So, what do we have around here that I can... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's been cleared. Okay.
Autopilot online.
Hi.
Autopilot offline. Autopilot online. Autopilot online. Autopilot offline. Autopilot online. Autopilot online.
And yes, I could speed this up by making other builder ships, but I'm not in enough of a hurry. And actually, it
Offline.
would only speed it up to a point because I would run out of material. That's actually not bad.
Autopilot online. Autopilot offline. Autopilot online. Autopilot offline. Autopilot online. Autopilot offline. Autopilot online. Autopilot online. Construction completed.
Alrighty. I need to bring this to an end now. Who I am going to raid. Alrighty. Thank you very much, everyone, for dropping by and keeping me company. Thank you, Akla. Thank you, Tideth, Zorth, Lord Psych, Mycanthrope, and anyone else I may have missed. I will be back tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, for more Starminer, where I'll keep building the solar panels. I hope to see you then. If I do not, I hope you have a good rest of the week, a good weekend when it arrives, and I will see you when I see you.